What's good, everybody? So, for some of you guys watching today, there is literally just one thing in your life that if you were to let that specific thing go, some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you were to let that one thing go, your whole entire life as you know it would change completely, entirely, drastically. And you know it. And God has been asking some of you guys to let it go. Some of you guys haven't even gotten a big old sign from him that it's time to release it. You just know within yourself that that is the thing that is holding you back. Not only holding you back in your life to succeed, but it's been keeping you distant from God. It's been keeping you from truly being used by him in the way that you know you've been called to, in the way that you have strongly desired to and have known you have been called to since you were young. Or at least for many years at this point for some of you guys. God is asking if you will let it go for him. If you are willing to let that one thing go. It could be so simple or it could be so complex. It could be a way of thinking. That's where it gets more complex because that kind of thing takes time. But God highlighted something very simple. A habit, a person, a relationship, a drug, an addiction, a place. Even potentially your career. And that may not be toxic in and of itself, but it has become such a thing that is so warped up in your very identity. And for some of you guys, you're earning dirty money and God is calling you to just serve him and walk with him once and for all. Will you let that go for him? Will you let that go to become all that you've known that you are supposed to be in this life? Or will you continue to allow your life to pass you by? Will you continue to be stagnant in that very area that you desire to thrive? Will you continue to hold on to the thing that may be leading you to destruction? To hell, for some. For many. For me, it was very simple. It was weed. I went to school. God told me to go to school. I did everything God told me to do. But it was that one crutch that I was trying to hold on to. And I finally hit a wall and I knew that every door was shut, every job opportunity was shut, everything was closed down, not only in my life spiritually, not only literally in my life, but also because COVID hit. And it was like, Crystal, what you gonna do? Are you gonna stop smoking weed so I can actually use you? That was my one thing that I had to put on the altar. And another time it was Instagram. That's how simple it was, but it was the one thing that gave me this sense of productivity. As I executed my creativity, I felt fulfilled, but I wasn't using my talents for God's glory. I was using it for myself. So I finally let go and I let God. God sent me here to ask you today if you will let go and let God do what he's been wanting to do for all this time, for all these years. I pray God gives you strength, and I pray he shows you what that one thing is if you don't have a clue. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Okay? God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Bye.